Do you think if Kehuyquan hadn't taken a decades-long break from acting, that his name would be, like, on the same pedestal as, like, Jackie Chan by now? I mean, not with shit like this, but, like, in general.
Sorry, brother. Love hurts.
You've got to love the true horror of seeing what happens to modern Oscar winners after they win the big one, yeah. Kehuyquan and arianadebose have both won Oscars in the last 4 years, and this is one of the biggest follow-ups since then for both of them. And it's just a little bit rough and random. Love Hurts is a Valentine's-based action comedy romance thing. Sounds like fun? It's not. Focuses on Marvin, who is a hitman but has settled down into a chiller life as a realtor, but then his crime lord brother sends people to beat him up and find out what he knows about a former amour who's on the loose and they thought was dead but isn't, because he was meant to have killed her but he didn't because he was into her, but then he just left instead of trying to stay with her. Also, arianadebose is 2 decades younger than Kehuyquan, so there's that. And it never, even though it is focusing way too much of the runtime on it, it never really feels like it successfully sells them as a couple or as having any chemistry, like, at all. Okay, I get it. So the idea is a sort of he was a hitman, but that was a previous life and he's got amnesia and doesn't even remember it? No? Okay. The idea is that he's got all these new people he loves in his life that he's got to, like, admit this great secret to? No? Okay. The idea is a no-nonsense, no-sense action comedy, which is just constantly moving between action scenes and there's no real story, nothing is logical, and it's all a bit crap and random. Yeah. Look, I don't really dislike any individual element of this, but it just kind of leaves you wanting more and simultaneously less. Like, it is only 80 minutes long. It's so tightly wound, but it is also, like, so jam-packed into the corner of what you expected this to be that the film just kind of goes, yeah, no point actually introducing anything here, establishing it, having a plot. Like, just do the action scenes, let Kehuyquan do his thing, and just, that's it. Yeah. Oh, and throw in a Goonies, like, reuniting between him and Sean Astin. And you're like, oh, that sounds great. Both those guys, they were in the Goonies together. Now they're both, like, such beloved, wholesome guys that you just love to see on the screen. Put them in just like a buddy cop thing together. It's going to work out perfectly, right? No, they only share 1 scene together. Sean Astin's only in 2 scenes. Kind of steals the show. But he's only in 2 scenes. And it's very frustrating. And then arianadebose is in there playing this, like, kind of crazy, violent, lunatic type. And you're like, that's great. Make her into, like a kind of ex-lover gone nuts wanting to kill him villain? No, she's insane and keeps doing insane shit, and they don't have any chemistry, but their romance is meant to be like the center point of the film. So many bad decisions. Love Hurts does have good action. It's got some great, like, just individual performances from a lot of different people. The problem is that they are driving a very shoddy vehicle really fast, really well, really firing on all cylinders with these performances. So much so that this, like, shoddily built piece of shit is just falling in itself and collapsing at that speed. It just isn't deserving of any of these actors. I can't believe that the plot is so nothing. But like, even if you just want to do a fast-paced roller coaster ride of a film, mostly action, throw in some and, like, some of the comedy is good and a lot of the action is good. Why does the film fail? Because all of the choices are terrible. Like, so many of the story decisions, character choices are just crap. I'm really upset because I truly believe that Kehuyquan is amazing. I would go see him in anything. I think he's got a lot of star power, but I believe his lack, like, they're going to call it a lack of star power from him, and people are going to blame that on this feeling. And it's just not true. I think he was the best thing about this by far, and I would go see him in anything. Exemplified by the fact that I went and saw him in this, and it was not a lot to it. And I didn't think it was going to be great, but I thought it would be more fun than this, honestly. It fell quite flat for me, even with my relatively low expectations. So I'm giving My Movie Sucks, Dr. Jones, 2.5 stars. Goonies never say die, apart from when Sean Astin got a boba straw through the head. That was rough. This film's existence is a little surreal in a lot of ways, actually. It's a real shame. It could have been amazingly fun. Subscribe for more hard truths.